Dude. Hi guys, are you hearing me okay? I think I've messaged everyone. So we're doing a bit of carnival. After this, we're probably going to do an Elvis one here. So I do want to do, I did homework today, going to get coffee with my sister. Hi Caroline, I got your pictures. Now Caroline sent me a picture, so I blew it up for her. Caroline, did you see the reply to my email? Let's have a look. So I want to discuss the carnivore diet. Let's see if we can. Caroline, we're going to embarrass you. Now, so obviously, we're Elvis Presley Fan on keto. It's important that we cover all the Elvis topics, the fun topics, the movies, songs, just lots of stuff. Read a bit of books. We're going to do the diet now, and then we're probably going to come back do some reading. So just to show people, hi Tony, this is, I know it's not very clear. This is Caroline's before and after. Get a bit closer. Have a good look, guys. I'm a bit wobbly. I know, Carolyn, if I just put it on a stand, I can really properly embarrass you. So Carolyn, I mean, obviously Carolyn's a beautiful lady anyway. But she felt, because she's only 5'2", that because she was so small, her belly had got very big. She was down on life, feeling depressed. And this is the difference that has made the carnivore diet, the keto diet. Obviously, she's more carnivore. She will have the odd apple. I do it. I'll have an apple. I'll have a tangerine. But generally, if you want to see the benefits of carnivore diet, you can't have fruit. You can't have veg. You've got to do fatty meat and eggs, salt, water. If you want to lose weight fast, feel great quickly, don't have an apple. Don't have veg. Don't have fruit. Don't cheat. Just stick to it. Yeah? So let's just show Caroline. Can you hear the rain, guys? The rain is going mental behind me, like really crazy. We've had thunderstorms here. There's trees falling over everything in southwest UK. So here we go. Caroline, you could be a star of the show for a few minutes. Here you are, Caroline. You're famous. Let's leave you there for a bit. Bit closer. Now, my wife's 5'2", actually. So just for a second, let me check your comments, then I'll move it. Where are we? Caroline, I'm sorry, guys. Just found a pic that showed how much heavier. Yeah, I mean, Caroline's a beautiful lady. She is. Let's have a look. I did housework yesterday. Today I'm going to get coffee with my sister. I just had a lovely coffee. I've never had a problem with coffee. Let me just move this over. Guys, I've never had a problem with tea or coffee. I don't know why. Maybe I'm lucky. Some people do. Let me just put this over here a bit, like that. Bit lower. Bit closer. Bit of a tap the screen. Oh, it's gone off. Because I do think, if we're going to talk about the diet, I do think it's important that we know the basics. There we go. Sorry guys, I'm faffing around. I think that'll do for a moment. Let that tune in. So yeah. Now the carnivore diet is very restrictive. You literally go from eating everything. Meat, bread, pasta, rice, egg, you name it. Cakes, donuts, spaghetti, pizzas, crisps, Doritos, snacks, cereal bars, lots of different amazing cereals. Some of those cereals, guys, are the absolute best, aren't they? some of the cereals, you walk past, you go down the aisle in the supermarket and you look at those cereals, they are the most attractive looking boxes you could imagine, aren't they? You look at them and they got loads of yummy ingredients. Should we try and find one up? Come on, let's put one up. I'll put Kellogg cereals. They are so like, they are designed. Let's just get one up, shall we? Let's get some images. Should we just, is it going to let us clock? Let's see if we can find the really nice looking attractive ones. Are you getting this guy? Here we are, these ones. Look at that one there. Look at that, guys. Let's view it. Let's put that up on the screen for a minute. Now, let me just check your messages. I'm fine, just finishing doing housework. I'm doing okay, Lorna. I did housework yesterday. I'm sorry, guys, I just found a pic. Yeah, sorry, let me just catch up on the messages. Yeah, she deserves, Caroline deserves congratulations, because it does take a bit of willpower, guys. It isn't just going to all fall into place. You're going to have to make sacrifices. You're going to have to dig deep and find your willpower. Yeah, because when you adjust, you are hungry a lot, which is why I drink butter coffee. You know, I blend butter into my coffee with an electric blender. Sometimes I just drink a pint of water. That helps relieve hunger. So Debbie, I went shopping yesterday and had to get my son some chocolate. I did not have any. Yay, Debbie. Fruit Loops always get me as a kid, all colours, lots, but we never had cereal growing up in the country, maybe once a year. Now, you got to understand, guys, we generally, the modern world, the Western world, England, America, and many other countries, we are addicted to sugar, we are addicted to carbs. Part of the way they help us get addicted, let me just try and make this picture a bit bigger. Let's get it bigger. The way we get addicted, let's move over this way a little bit, is by just how tasty looking these foods are, how colourful they are. So you look at that, you're encouraged to think that it's good for you. So Kellogg's and the other big companies, Cadbury's, they make it look inviting. Oh, buy me, buy me. They're even on special offer. Look at this. Look what it says here. New family size. Bigger. You get more for less. What they don't tell you is that it's poison. It's bad for you. It damages you, causes inflammation. It's full of sugar. It turns to sugar. Yes, they do say, oh, packed with vitamins, packed with other things. Yeah. What they don't tell you is your body struggles to digest these foods. These foods cause inflammation in your system. People are happily eating these cereals in the morning. People even snack on cereals. My kids, my older kids, 16 years old, 18 years old, they binge on these cereals. They have dinner, they have tea, they have breakfast, but then they come back, oh, I'll have another bowl. I'll have another bowl. Before you know it, they're having as many as 4 bowls a day. What they don't realise is that this is causing damage to the body. This is causing serious damage to the human body. The human body was not designed to eat wheat or oats or cereals. So Fruit Loops, yeah. So what I'm trying to say to you guys is that many people are addicted to these. Yeah, Denise calls it rubbish. It is rubbish. My dad, eggs and bacon sauce. Yeah, Josie. The old school people from the, the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, we were all eating eggs and bacon. Come on, we all had an egg cup. We put an egg in it, dipped our toast in it, didn't we? Something changed, guys. Something changed where we all started binging on very sugary, sweet products. We all became addicted to these sugary carbs, these starchy carbs, these wheats, these cereals. And what we didn't know is that they're bad for us, because Kellogg's and Cadbury's and all these big companies that make these cereals are tricking us into believing they're good for us. That is the truth, and they are not good for us. You speak to the average person in the street and he will say to you, cereals are good for you. They're full of goodness. They put in some fruits in there, like dried out banana, bits of strawberries, bits of whatever. Yeah. It's not good for you because it's overload of fructose. Fruits don't just have fructose. They also have, sucrose and glucose. So you've got a heavy overload of sugar in fruit. People think fruit is good for you. It's not. It's fattening. It's not good for you. Your body actually struggles to digest the vitamins that are in fruits and creates a byproduct that has to go through your digestive system because your body can't digest fiber. There is no goodness in fiber. This thing where we're told fiber is good for us is a lie. Fiber is not good for us. Right, so let me just go through some of these pictures. Does it let me, let me look at, let's zoom in on it. Let's see if we can see any of the, look, colours and flavours from natural sources. What is that? Colours and flavours from natural sources. What does that mean? It basically means from fruits that you grow. Doesn't it mean that? But what you don't know is that, what many people don't know is that fruit isn't actually very good for you. There is a little bit of goodness in there, a little bit, but your body struggles to absorb it. Sorry. Right, here we are. Sugar, natural, what does that say? I can't even read it. Colours or something. It will just give you the impression. Right, let me find another one. Let's see if I can get the big list up. It'll give you the impression. Let me see. I'm not very good at using this silly computer, but here we go. Let's find another one. Let's find a really tasty one. When you look at it, you're like, yummy, yummy. And then you're also thinking, it's so good for me. Here we are. Oh look, we've gone to Amazon to buy it. Kellogg's Special K Original Breakfast Cereals. They make it sound, they package it, it's really good for you. Wonder if it gives a description. I can't see. Kellogg's Special K Crunchy Oatmeal Granola Mixed Berries. Wow, doesn't that sound healthy? It's not. It's bad for you. It turns to sugar in your body. It has no goodness. The little bit of goodness that comes out of it, your body struggles to absorb. Don't forget, fatty meat, eggs is absorbed into you. Cereals are not. Cereals are not. It will turn to sugar. It will create a byproduct in your digestive system. It doesn't give a description. Let's go back a bit. So you get, look at this one, look at that. Oh, the kids will love this. Look, mega variety. Mega variety. Look, you get 4 different ones. Don't they look tasty? Look how cute the characters are. Look, this Snap, Crackle and Pop. Do you remember, kids, when we were kids? You had Snap, Crackle and Pop. And like, oh, look, they're little characters. One goes snap, one goes crackle, one goes pop. These are poisons. The whole world has been, junk food, Josie says. The whole world has been conditioned to think, oh yes, these nice healthy breakfasts. The whole world is sugar addicts, carb addicts, and they don't even know it. They're told that they're eating a balanced diet, when the reality is most of the things in a balanced diet are poison, are bad for you, creating inflammation. Inflammation is the main cause of all illnesses, including cancer, autoimmune problems like IBS, IBD, Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, brain fog, high blood pressure, high blood sugar. It's all coming from this sugary, carby inflammation. And we're all there thinking that we're doing ourselves good. We're there, oh look, lots of dried fruit in these oats, in these in this porridge, it's when really we're actually damaging our bodies. We're giving our body poison that is not good for it. So anyway, what I want to do, guys, let's play the last 10 minutes of Dr. Ken Berry's advice. And I want to just go through some more beginner's advice. But the bottom line is, the world is full of sugar addicts, carb addicts. Now, I mentioned the diet to people. The first thing they say is, oh, no, I need my bread. Oh, I'm a carb addict. Oh, I can't do it without my carbs. Then they'll say something like, are you sure? Are you sure that carbs are not good for you? Are you sure? Fiber's good for you. Fiber clears out the body. No, it doesn't. Fiber does nothing. The body has its own natural way of clearing itself out. Fiber is for the body is a pain in the arse with no nutrient benefit, with no vitamins. And there's nothing in fiber that is good for you. It is literally poo. That's all it is. Big, smelly poos. Don't think all these oats and wheats and cereals are all sorting your body up. They're making you ill. They're making you unwell. Why do you think there's such an epidemic of stomach conditions, colon condition? I love my Pepsi, but I noticed in the late 80s the taste changed and ended up even sweeter. I got myself off it. Pepsi is extremely bad for you, and so is Diet Coke. All diet products are bad for you. Anything that says to you, any fizzy drink that says no sugar are bad for you. Any orange squashes that says no added sugar, they are bad for you. They are bad for you. They're not good for you. Caroline, I need to kick this up the butt. Why? What have you done? Debbie, what have you done? Tell me. My body just makes the noise. Yes. Come on, guys. We're going to do this. What's that? Play spearmint. Yeah, ice cream, guys. Sugar-free ice cream is a no-no. But there is a carnival ice cream you can have. It's like, I think it's a mixture of egg, cream, dairy cream. I'm trying to remember. You can add a bit of butter, I think. And then maybe if you want to flavour it, use a bit of strawberries or a bit of blackberries. That is possible as a treat. Don't have it very often, but it is possible. If you go on YouTube, there's loads of videos telling you exactly how to make ice cream. You can make a keto-friendly ice cream that won't be bad for you as long as you don't have it all the time. Have it as a treat once a week. You know, there are things out there that you can have as treats once a week, but make it with the correct ingredients. Yeah? So let's listen to Dr. Ken Berry, and I want to check your messages. Okay, guys? Okay, now we've already done about 5 stages of this. This is about number 6. So I don't know what it's going to say. Let's just keep going.
Working, what health markers should I check? So as before you start carnivore, if possible, I would love it if you checked a hemoglobin A1C, a fasting insulin, a lipid panel, and then an HSCRP, which is a marker of inflammation. And then every 3 to 6 months, you can repeat these labs and you can see exactly what this diet is doing to their metabolic health. There are many other lab tests that I talk about in other YouTube videos that you can have checked if you want a deeper look into how your body's reacting to this. Number 25, isn't plant-based eating the healthiest diet? No. This is a very, very popular misconception currently. You hear this everywhere, that a plant-based diet is the healthiest, a plant-based diet is the best. Again, ask for the randomized controlled trials in humans that prove this to be the case.
Right, so just quickly, I'm not one of these people that wants to argue with vegans, with vegetarians. Yeah, plant-based diets. I'm not one of those people. You've got that very famous girl that walks around half naked promoting, basically against eating animals. Now, I love animals. I'm not a carnivore because I don't care about animals. I love animals. But we are designed ancestrally. We have been evolved to eat animals. That's just the way it is. Now, I love animals. Please don't think because I eat chickens, pork, lamb, cows, yeah, beef. It's not because I have a problem with animals. I'm eating what my body was designed to absorb and eat so that it runs at its optimum. So my body is healthy. So my immune system works well. That's it. Got nothing against animals.
There are no such studies. We only
Hang
have
on.
observational
Yeah, she's in the lounge.
research that shows a very
Right, let me just leave this
possible
play. I'll just
weak
take my kids to his mum.
association between
no, this
eating
one, she's
this and
upstairs.
this health outcome. Nutrition research is basically not going to help you at all. If anybody says, oh, there are hundreds of studies showing this about meat or that about meat, say, well, how many of them are randomized and controlled and in humans? And however many you find, print them out and give them to me. I'd love to read them. And I'd love to forward one to Dr. Barry because he would love to read them too because he can't find them and he's been looking for a decade.
Okay, guys, he was looking for
Number
his mum.
26, aren't plants
just took him up,
necessary
they're all
for
upstairs.
antioxidants, for fighting
Right.
inflammation? How does a carnivore diet
let me
reduce
just go back a little bit, guys.
inflammation?
I want to see that bit. Yeah?
Exception, currently, you hear this everywhere that a plant-based diet is the healthiest, a plant-based diet is the best. Again, ask for the randomized controlled trials in humans that prove this to be the case. There are no such studies. We only have observational research that shows a very possible weak association between eating this and this health outcome. Nutrition research is basically not going to.
Look, guys, I'm no expert. I want to just quickly get you up on here so that I can see your comments. 1 second, guys. Right, here we are. Okay, so where Josie says, I don't eat red meat. Well, Josie, red meat is the most nutrient-dense meat that you can get. It's the one that's very good for you. Much better for you than chicken and pork. Lamb and beef are even mince meat, beef mince, lamb mince, it's very good for you. Like, it's the best meat you can get. So, can I just ask, Josie, why don't you like red meat? Please tell me. I got my nephew off Diet Pepsi. Oh, well done, Josie. Coke was worse for me. It was eating my stomach lining and esophagus, and that was after tea for 2 weeks. Pepsi never did that to me. But do you know what, Josie? You think, it is possible that the Pepsi was eating your stomach lining, but I would guarantee that it was something else you were eating. Can you tell me, Josie, what foods do you eat? What is the general foods you eat? Because it probably is whatever is causing damage to your esophagus and your stomach lining. I guarantee you, it will be something you're eating. So, I mean, fish is very good, chicken is very good, but not as good for you as red meat. It never will be. Why do you not like red meat? Please tell me. I grew up eating meat. A lot of cruelty put me off. Yeah. Do you know what? So this is a dilemma. This is a dilemma, guys. We obviously encourage fatty meat and eggs. So we love animals. So I don't have an answer. I don't have an answer. A million years ago, we were running around hunting animals, scavenging animals, and that's how we would eat. But what I have heard, and I could be wrong, I'm no expert, that the damage caused by vegetable growth, growing vegetables, growing fruits, growing wheat. This, I think, Josie, you might find this interesting. The damage caused by growing all these different foods to the environment, and that's the way these things are grown, kill insects and animals as well. Growing vegetables, with all the insecticides and all the other things, growing vegetables and fruit kills animals, kills insects, kills living things in the millions. So you think, yes, animals are dying so we can eat them, of course. But when you grow things, especially things like wheat, a lot of death is caused. Living things are dying so that you can have a salad, so you can have some fruit, so you can have a loaf of bread, a sandwich. You get it? So really, ethically, there isn't a lot in it. There isn't a lot in it. My mum had a big garden, never sick as a kid, none of us. Yeah. Now remember, I'm not saying don't eat low carb vegetables. I'm not saying don't eat low carb fruits. I'm saying the majority of what you should be eating, in my opinion, is fatty meat and eggs and fish and chicken and pork and red meat, and then have a little bit of vegetation, a little bit of low carb fruits, strawberries, blackberries, and then you're basically keto, yeah, or some people call it ketovore, where it's a mixture of the two. So now don't just take my word for it, guys, because you go on YouTube, you'll see all the people that are proper experts, that are doctors, and their success stories, many of them in their thousands on YouTube, and they'll give you their perception of the right way to eat. Right, the diet is the only thing that worked for me, but it may not be for everybody. Now, some people do the calorie deficit diet, where you basically starve yourself, but those people tend to put the weight on after. Those people tend to get fatter later, yeah? So you see them all slim one day, and then a year later, they're twice as big as they were. So calorie deficit diets don't usually have a long-term benefit. Yeah, you can have a short-term benefit. We never ate pork. I still don't like the taste of it. People try to disguise the taste if I can. Well, no, but I get it with pork. Pork is quite a low-quality meat. But beef is a high-quality meat. Now, look, you think about it, if we're going to try and get ethical, how many billions of chickens get killed so we can eat chicken, Where do you... Josie, I love vegetables. Josie, I love vegetables. But Josie, do you know what oxalates are? I asked you that. Let me type the word for you. Josie, I'm just specifically saying it to Josie a second. Do you know what oxalates are? Were you on here when we discussed it? Let me just type it in for you. Oxalates. Last time I typed this in, it didn't work. Let's just try it. Oxalates are a natural substance found in many foods that can form crystals in your urine. They can cause kidney stones and health problems if there is too much oxalates in the body. Vegetables, fruits, nuts have a lot of oxalates in. The public don't know it. So Josie, you've just said to me that you love salads. I love salads, yeah? Now it's a little story for you, Josie, yeah? Let me just get it up so I can see your comments. Now listen to this, guys. My main meal through my life was steak and salad. I would make a Greek salad with steak for 15 years, every night. That was what I ate. But this is when I was in my 20s and 30s. When I was about 35, I had my gallbladder removed. Why did I have my gallbladder removed? Because my gallbladder was packed with stones, gallstones, packed. Now I didn't eat that much different foods. I would say I mainly ate salad. I would have 2 salads a day, and then I would have a piece of steak at night. But I was full of kidney stones. So as we just read, oxalates are a natural substance found in many foods and the body, and that can form crystals. Now these crystals, guys, look at it, says kidney stones. Yeah? Now, I think that the salads, I was eating a lot of salads thinking it was good for me. It was doing damage. I was getting these oxalates, and this is why I had my gallbladder removed. Eating salads. So, does that make sense? Right. Let's have a look. Where are we? Let's listen to a bit more of this, guys.
help you at all. If anybody says, oh, there are hundreds of studies showing this about meat or that about meat, say, well, how many of them are randomized and controlled and in humans? And however many you find, print them out and give them to me. I'd love to read them. And I'd love to forward one to Dr. Barry because he would love to read them too, because he can't find them and he's been looking for a decade. Number 26, aren't plants necessary for antioxidants, for fighting inflammation? How does a carnivore...
Right, I think he's going to answer the question for me. I was just looking it up now. Oxalates are also known as oxalic acid. They are naturally occurring compounds in plants. You eat them in food and your body makes them as well. Leafy green legumes and food high in oxalates are rich in nutrients, but because oxalates bind to calcium, they leave your body. They can increase the risk of kidney stones. If you are prone to kidney stones and have kidney disease, your doctor may recommend you follow a low oxalate diet. For most people, the benefits of nutrient-dense, high oxalate foods outweigh the risk. So they're basically saying some of us are okay with salads, some of us are not. Oxalates can cause serious damage. So does that sort of, so Josie, does that sort of explain things to you? Our vegetables are chemical free. They never brought them from the shopping centre. Yeah, but no, Josie, because oxalates are something that is inbuilt into vegetables. Vegetables have oxalates in them. Yeah. Now, but you need to Google it and understand it. But vegetables don't want us to eat them. Vegetables have like a defense mechanism, and vegetables can't fight off human beings. So what they do is they have an inbuilt defense mechanism, which are oxalates. They want us to get ill. Vegetables want us to get ill. If you were walking through the woods now, yeah, you wouldn't start eating all the vegetation in the woods, yeah, in the jungle, because almost all of it is poisonous. Many of these vegetables have been modified so we can eat them, but it doesn't mean that they're good for us, yeah? So you are getting, Josie, you're getting oxalates in your salads, in your vegetables, in your fruits. So there's a good chance that in the long term, you could become unwell because of these oxalates. It's 50-50. Some do, some don't. So you get the idea of what I'm trying to say to you guys. We are conditioned to think vegetables are really good for us. We're conditioned to think fruits are good for us. They're not. Fruit is really fattening. Did you know that the liver is what metabolizes the fructose in fruit, which can lead to fatty liver? Part of the reason people have a big tummy is because they've got fatty liver. Now, fatty liver causes a lot of medical problems. If you binge on fruit thinking it's good for you, if you're doing fruit smoothies, you can cause yourself harm. Yeah, I understand it. People are like, yeah, I'll have a fruit, I'll have an orange, I'll have a plum. Yeah, it's really good for me. It makes me really healthy. No, it doesn't. It makes you fat. It makes you fat. All the goodness you could ever want is in fatty meat. All the nutrients, the vitamins, fatty acids, everything you need is in fatty meat and eggs and salt and water. Yeah, but Josie, I know you're pretty healthy, but what about in 10 years' time? What about in 20 years' time? This is the problem. Many of these things don't come out in you until you're 50, 60. And by then, there's some serious damage. Why did I have my gallbladder removed when I was 34? Yeah? I was eating salad for 15 years. It took 15 years for the salad to cause my gallbladder stones. So you got to see the long term. Right, let's listen to Dr. Ken Berry.
Or diet reduce inflammation. So it turns out that all plants contain something called anti-nutrients and other things.
So Josie just said her age. Josie, a great age, same age as me. But Josie, this is what I'm trying to say. Some people are okay with vegetables and fruit. They can handle it. Some people are okay with a bit of fiber, a bit of cereals. But many are not. Now with me, potatoes and pasta were causing my ulcerative colitis. a very horrible condition, autoimmune condition that was making me go to the toilet 8 to 10 times a day. Yeah. So remember, there's different people have different reactions to things. Like obviously, Tony, for example, her diet was causing her a lot of pain. Her inflammation in her body caused her a lot of pain. And we know this because as soon as Tony changed her diet, the pain goes away. Tony, you have no pain at the moment, or at least it's massively reduced. So it proves that whatever Tony was eating was making her body inflamed. I think Tony was a vegetarian. Tony, tell us what you were eating when you were in a lot of pain. Tony, I have a good friend who has multiple kidney stones. She said it's worse at childbirth. Yeah, I find potatoes are a pain in the ass. I don't get on well with potatoes.
Things called phytochemicals. And in some people, they can eat these things and it doesn't seem to affect their health at all. Other people eat them and they have inflammation, either inflammation in their skin or in their joints or in their gut, or inflammation that shows up as worsening mental health. And so, no, plants are not uninflammatory. For many people, they're quite inflammatory. Red meat, eggs with the yolk, and seafood are the most uninflammatory foods on the planet. Number 27, don't humans need a balanced diet of both meat and plants? Aren't we omnivores? Shouldn't we eat the rainbow? No. Again, this is very popular. It's a hugely widely held belief that you should eat the
I can hear the kids screaming. Can you hear the kids screaming?
rainbow, all things in moderation, blah, 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 blah. Show me the randomized controlled trials in humans. Number one. Number two, haven't you tried every other possible variation of a diet that's heavy in plants? Haven't you tried?
Now remember, guys, the world is rife with type 2 diabetes. The world is rife with heart attacks, with pre-diabetes, with autoimmune stomach problems, with aches and pains, with dizzy spells, with brain fog. Yeah. So many people, they're eating well, they're eating healthy, but are still getting these problems because they think salads are good for them, fruit is good for them, wheat is good for them, oats are good for them. Yeah. So many, many millions of people are not well on these foods, which is why in the end, we reduce the different things we eat. We bring it down to fatty meat and eggs, and we go to the low carbs. We go to the low carb fruits like strawberries and blackberries.
Tried a vegetarian diet? Haven't you tried eating lots of whole grains, lots of fruit and vegetable, lots of fruit juice smoothies, lots of fruit juice? It didn't work, right? So
don't forget, this isn't for everyone. Some people, when they go onto a bit of salad, a small amount of fruit, and they have a calorie deficit, they'll lose weight and they'll stay slim. Now Tony said, I was raw vegan for years and vegetarian, but did it do you any good? Tony, when you were vegan and vegetarian, were you healthy? Did it make you well? Please answer that.
Let's do 90 days of beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, or 90 days of meat, eggs, and seafood, and see if that doesn't help. What millions of people all around the world, on every continent except Antarctica, are actually noticing is that, God, when I eat only meat, my levels of inflammation in my body actually go down. It's like red.
And this is why Tony got better. Because when she moved away from all the vegetables, started eating fatty meat and eggs, water, salt, her inflammation reduced, her pain almost fully went away.
Meat is uninflammatory. It's like there's something in the plants. It's mainly the sugar, hint. It's mainly the vegetable seed oils. It's mainly the fructose. That's what's causing the inflammation. But there are other phytochemicals as well causing inflammation that some of you guys react to more than others. Get all that out of your diet for at least 90 days. 90 days of carnivore, then you can start to experiment adding plants back into your diet and see how you react to them. Number 28, can I do carnivore if I have specific health issues? So, okay, what if I've got diabetes, autoimmune? What if I have thyroid disease? What if I have my thyroid removed? What if I don't have a gallbladder? What if I've had this, that, literally any medical condition that you can ask me? I'm going to answer a carnivore diet is healthy for you and will improve your health. There are about
And I really recommend the question and answer live streams of all of these doctors, Dr. Ken Berry, Dr. Sean Baker, Dr. Anthony Shaffer. Go on their live streams, listen to the question and answers, really educate yourself. You must know why this works. So guys, I'm going to have to go because the kids are screaming, but I'm going to come back and do an Elvis live stream once, a bit later on. So you get the idea. You get the idea. I've got to shoot off because it looks like the kids are having fun. So, guys, I'm going to come back later on this channel on Elvis Presley Fan on Keto. If you've enjoyed what I do, get us a coffee, hit the super thank you, become a member, guys. I really do want some more members on this channel. It's only $3. It means everything to me. Hit the like, subscribe, usual stuff. I'll be back later, guys. I will be back. Let's go and sort the kids out. Take care, guys.